Hi guys, welcome back to another Daily Dose of Dunn. Today's episode, consistency isn't convenient. You know what's dangerous? Not failure, not being broke, not losing motivation, not even making mistakes. You know what's really dangerous? Breaking momentum. Because once momentum leaves, your mind starts negotiating. One more day won't hurt. I'll start Monday. I deserve a break. I've already fallen behind anyway. And suddenly, one missed day becomes 2 weeks. And that's where I've been lately. I just got back from Japan. Amazing trip, beautiful experience. New culture, new memories, new perspective. But if I'm being honest with you, I let my rhythm break. And rhythm is everything. See, before the trip, I had built this habit. No excuses, post every week, show up no matter what. Even if I was tired, even if life got chaotic. And for a while, I felt unstoppable. Because consistency creates confidence. Not motivation, not inspiration, consistency. Every time you keep a promise to yourself, you trust yourself a little more. But here's what I realized. I was relying too much on momentum and not enough on systems. Because if I really wanted to stay consistent, I would have prepared better. I could have batch recorded videos before I left. I could have scheduled content. I could have filmed moments while I was in Japan. The truth hurts sometimes. And growth requires honesty. A lot of us love the idea of discipline until discipline becomes inconvenient. That's the part nobody posts on Instagram. Consistency sounds sexy until you're tired, jet lagged, mentally scattered, emotionally drained, trying to get your sleep schedule back, trying to get your focus back. That's when the real test begins. Because consistency is not about performing when life is perfect. Consistency is about returning quickly after life punches a hole in your routine. That's the game. Not perfection, recovery speed. And maybe you're in that season right now too. Maybe you stopped going to the gym. Maybe you stopped praying. Maybe you stopped journaling. Maybe you stopped creating. Maybe you stopped believing in yourself the way you used to, and now you feel guilty. But guilt is heavy. And heavy things don't move fast. So instead of beating yourself up, just restart. That's it. Not tomorrow, not next month, not when you feel ready. Today. Even if the comeback is ugly, especially if it's ugly. Because people think consistency means never falling off. Wrong. Consistency actually means never staying down too long. That's different. I used to think successful people had more motivation. Now I just think they argue less with themselves. They don't wake up every day asking, do I feel like it? They already decided. And once a decision becomes identity, everything changes. You stop trying to work out, you become someone who trains. You stop trying to post content, you become someone who creates. You stop trying to grow spiritually, you become someone who protects their peace. Identity is powerful because your life will always move in the direction of the story you tell yourself. And honestly, Japan taught me something beautiful. There's a reason their culture is so respected. Precision, honor, routine, discipline. Not loud discipline, quiet discipline. The kind nobody claps for. The kind that happens early in the morning, behind closed doors, when nobody's watching. That's the discipline that changes lives. Tiny actions, repeated consistently until they become destiny. And maybe that's the reminder I needed. Not to be perfect, just to return. Because every day you delay your comeback, you teach yourself that your word doesn't matter. And I refuse to be someone who stops believing in themselves. So this episode, this isn't just for you. It's for me too. This is me getting back in rhythm, back aligned, back intentional. Not because I have to, because I know what happens when I don't. The days become blurry, the goals become distant, the energy becomes heavy, and eventually you stop recognizing yourself. Consistency keeps you connected to yourself. That's why it matters. Not because of algorithms, not because of followers, not because of money. Because every time you show up, you reinforce your own identity. And that's spiritual. So if you've fallen off lately, good. Now you get the opportunity to prove to yourself that setbacks don't define you. Your return does. One workout, one prayer, one video, one walk, one healthy meal, one journal entry, one decision at a time. Brick by brick, day by day, that's how people transform. Not in one giant moment, but in thousands of tiny moments where they chose not to quit. Welcome back to consistency, and welcome back to yourself. This has been another Daily Dose of Dunn. I'll see you in the next one.